What really happened that day has left fans questioning everything they thought they knew about their favorite on-screen couple. The Chinese entertainment industry was rocked to its core yesterday when rising star Su Kai allegedly confronted actress Tan Songyun in what witnesses are calling the most explosive public argument they've ever witnessed between two A-list celebrities. The incident, which reportedly took place at an upscale restaurant in Beijing's Chaoyang district, has sent shockwaves through social media platforms, with the hashtag trending #1 on Weibo within hours. But here's where the story takes an unexpected turn that nobody saw coming, and the truth might be far more complex than anyone initially believed. Could this scandal destroy one of China's most beloved on-screen partnerships, or is there something much deeper happening behind the scenes that the public isn't being told? According to multiple eyewitnesses who were dining at the establishment, the confrontation began quietly but quickly escalated into what several described as an intensely emotional exchange that left other patrons stunned and uncomfortable. One diner, who wished to remain anonymous, told reporters, "At first, we couldn't hear what they were saying, but then Su Kai's voice got louder. He seemed really upset about something. Tan Songyun looked shocked and kept trying to explain something, but he wasn't having it." The witness continued, describing how the actress appeared to be on the verge of tears while desperately attempting to calm the situation. But what could have possibly triggered such a dramatic public display from the normally composed and professional Su Kai? The answer, according to insider sources, involves another actor whose identity has become the subject of intense speculation and investigation by fans across the country. The alleged third party in this scandal is reportedly a well-known Chinese actor whose initials alone have sparked a frenzy of detective work among netizens trying to unmask his identity, and the theories are absolutely wild. Sources close to the situation claim that Su Kai had allegedly discovered evidence suggesting that Tan Songyun had been meeting with this mysterious actor, known only by his initials, under circumstances that raised serious questions about the nature of their relationship. The timing couldn't be worse for both stars, who have cultivated carefully managed public images, and whose professional collaboration has been highly anticipated by fans. Industry insiders reveal that Su Kai had reportedly been harboring suspicions for weeks before finally confronting his co-star in what turned out to be a very public setting, a decision that many PR experts are calling career suicide, given the intense scrutiny Chinese celebrities face regarding their personal lives. But was confronting her publicly a calculated move, or did emotion simply get the better of him in a moment of weakness? The mystery surrounding the alleged other man has only intensified the media circus surrounding this scandal. Speculation has run rampant on social media, with amateur sleuths compiling lists of every male actor whose initials could potentially match, cross-referencing filming schedules, analyzing paparazzi photos, and even examining social media activity patterns to identify the alleged third party. Some theories have pointed to actors who have worked with Tan Songyun on recent projects, while others suggest it could be someone from her past making a sudden reappearance. The lack of concrete information has only fueled more outrageous theories, with some fans even suggesting elaborate conspiracy theories involving arranged relationships and industry politics. What makes this situation even more complicated is that several actors have already issued statements through their agencies denying any involvement, further muddying the waters and making the truth harder to discern. The restaurant where the confrontation allegedly occurred has become something of a pilgrimage site for curious fans and media personnel hoping to gather more information. Staff members have been tight-lipped about the incident, with management reportedly instructing all employees to sign non-disclosure agreements and refuse comment to the press. However, this hasn't stopped alleged leaked information from making its way onto the internet, including what some claim are audio recordings of the argument, though the authenticity of these recordings has been heavily disputed. One supposed recording that went viral features a male voice saying something about betrayal and lies, though audio experts have been unable to verify whether it actually features Su Kai's voice or if it's an elaborate fabrication created by attention-seeking individuals. What nobody expected in this already dramatic situation was the response from Tan Songyun's management team. In a move that has added yet another layer of complexity to this unfolding drama, her manager released a carefully worded statement that has left more questions than answers. The statement, posted on the official agency Weibo account late yesterday evening, claims that the entire incident has been grossly misunderstood and misrepresented by those who witnessed only a fragment of a much larger conversation. According to her manager, what appeared to be a heated argument about an affair was actually an important business meeting that became emotional due to professional disagreements and miscommunication regarding upcoming projects. The manager's statement reads in part, "We want to categorically state that Ms. Tan Songyun has always conducted herself with the highest level of professionalism and integrity. The meeting in question was purely professional in nature, and involve discussions about important career decisions that will affect multiple parties in the industry. What witnesses may have interpreted as a personal argument was actually an impassioned discussion about artistic direction and contractual obligations. We understand how the situation may have appeared to outside observers, but we ask that the public respect the privacy of all parties involved and refrain from jumping to conclusions based on incomplete information. This was simply an important meeting that became more animated than intended due to the high stakes involved. This explanation, however, has been met with widespread skepticism from fans and media commentators alike. Many are asking why an important business meeting would take place in a public restaurant rather than in a private office setting. Others question why such a meeting would result in what multiple witnesses described as visible emotional distress from both parties. Social media has exploded with users dissecting every word of the manager's statement, pointing out what they perceive as inconsistencies and carefully chosen language that seems designed to deflect rather than clarify. One popular entertainment blogger wrote, "If this was really just a business meeting, why all the theatrics? Why the emotional outburst? And most importantly, why won't they just tell us who else was supposedly involved in this important meeting?" The silence speaks volumes. The timing of this scandal is particularly devastating given that both Soo Kai and Songyun are currently riding high on successful projects. Soo Kai recently wrapped filming on a highly anticipated historical drama that industry insiders predict will be his breakout role into leading man territory, while Songyun has been receiving critical acclaim for her nuanced performance in a contemporary romance series that has broken viewership records. Both actors have built reputations as hardworking, talented performers who stay out of controversy and focus on their craft. This incident represents a dramatic departure from their usual carefully maintained public personas, which is why many fans are struggling to reconcile the allegations with the people they thought they knew. Industry analysts are now speculating about the potential fallout from this scandal for both actors' careers. In the notoriously unforgiving Chinese entertainment industry, where moral conduct and public image are paramount, such controversies can be career-ending. Several brands have already quietly removed promotional materials featuring both actors from their official channels, and there are unconfirmed reports that at least 2 major endorsement deals are currently under review by nervous corporate sponsors. One marketing executive, speaking on condition of anonymity, explained, "When you sign a celebrity endorser in China, you're not just buying their fame, you're buying their image and what they represent to consumers. Any hint of scandal, especially one involving alleged infidelity or public arguments, can immediately taint that image and by extension, damage the brand." Companies are understandably very nervous right now. The alleged involvement of another actor in this drama adds an additional complicating factor. Film industry professionals have pointed out that if the third party is indeed a well-known actor working on major projects, the fallout could extend far beyond just these 3 individuals. Productions currently in development or filming could face delays or cancellations, investors might pull funding, and a domino effect of career damage could ripple through the industry. This possibility has reportedly led to emergency meetings at several major studios and production companies as executives try to assess their exposure and develop crisis management strategies. One producer who has worked with all 3 potential parties involved admitted, "This is every producer's nightmare scenario. When personal drama spills into the public sphere like this, it doesn't just affect the individuals. It can sink entire projects and cost millions of yuan." Fan reactions have been predictably divided and passionate. Soo Kai's devoted fanbase has largely rallied around him, with many expressing sympathy for what they perceive as his emotional pain and betrayal. Supportive messages have flooded his social media accounts, with fans posting messages like, "We stand with you," and "You deserve better." However, there's also been a contingent arguing that confronting someone publicly, regardless of the reason, was inappropriate and unprofessional. Meanwhile, Songyun's supporters have been equally vocal in her defense, arguing that people should wait for all the facts before rushing to judgment, and condemning her based on incomplete information and second-hand accounts. Some of her fans have pointed out that the manager's explanation about it being a business meeting deserves to be taken seriously rather than immediately dismissed as a cover-up. The mystery surrounding the alleged third actor has become its own phenomenon on Chinese social media. Detective work by netizens has reached fever pitch, with dedicated threads on multiple platforms attempting to identify the mystery man through various means. Some users have created elaborate spreadsheets tracking every male actor who has worked with Songyun, cross-referencing their schedules against known sightings and social media posts.